dust, dirt, and grit, these things definitely belong outside the engine. They're really just the smallest forms of rocks and gravel, and just as abrasive. Even the tiniest particles will carve at a bearing surface like sand on glass. Having a good air filter that will trap all this airborne shrapnel before it gets sucked inside the engine is a no-brainer, especially in an application like this. But what about everyday city or highway driving? This air's relatively clean, right? No dust flying, no grit being churned up. Maybe here, air filtration isn't such a big deal. Well, if you believe that, you're not thinking clearly. Filtration is the key. Passing air through a media that will trap particles before they enter the engine. Traditionally, this media is cellulose, organic fibers compressed and folded into thin sheets. It looks and feels a lot like ordinary paper because that's exactly what it is. In theory, this bird's nest of fibers will catch and hold dirt. In reality, only the largest particles will be captured for sure. Anything smaller can dodge and weave right through. It shouldn't surprise anyone that such a low-tech solution has serious drawbacks. And here's another. Have you ever tried to breathe through something like this? Let's face it, things are going from bad to worse. So how do you win this battle? Is there a better line of defense, or is armoring your vehicle like a tank the only solution? Actually, it is. After years of development, AMSOIL, the company that adapted synthetic motor oil from aerospace technology and revolutionized an industry, has introduced nanofiber filtration for cars and trucks. AMSOIL Ea Air Filters use the same advanced technology developed for the Abrams M1 tank, one of the most severe filtration applications imaginable. Nanofibers represent the cutting edge in filtration technology. Using an advanced electrospinning process, synthetic filaments are woven into a thin web, so thin that the cellulose substrate literally dwarfs the nanofibers. If you want to trap the most particles, you've got to cast a fine net. And this web of nanofibers is a submicron filter. In other words, it will stop even the smallest contaminants. Under the electron microscope, it's easy to see why the EA filter's airflow is so much better. The nanoweb is made up of micro-thin fibers. It's mostly empty space. While the paper filter looks like a crowded forest. Not much room for the wind to blow through here, especially once the filter begins to collect dirt. With the cellulose media, dust and dirt particles are loaded throughout the depth of the filter. Eventually, it's like a full vacuum bag in there, and the airflow is choked off, starving the engine. But the nanofibers capture dirt on the surface, where the airflow actually accelerates as it streams around submicron particles, delivering all the air an engine will ever need. Once again, AMSOIL Ea Air Filters vastly outperform the competition. They'll hold 60% more dust than cellulose while delivering maximum airflow, not to mention maximum fuel economy and horsepower. Whether in the city, on the highway, or on gravel country roads, air filtration is a critical factor affecting any engine's life and performance. AMSOIL Ea Air Filters, available for most cars and trucks, as well as for high-performance vehicles, motorcycles, and a host of other applications, are the world's most advanced air filter line. Absolutely.